Hey y'all, it's KraftsByJazzy, and we are going to be making another craft today. So, you guys know I've been working on my tea bar and hot chocolate bar. I'm trying to get as much as I can get done so that way by the time the holiday comes around, it's kind of somewhat done and I can decorate it and all of that. So, I've been working on my tier tray thing, and then also I am going to be doing this craft. And basically, I just kind of thought of it out of my head. Didn't really see anything online, but I do want some maybe straws in the area or other little maybe little accessories or something. I don't know exactly what I want to put in these completely. Maybe some spoons, I don't know. But I found this cute, what is it, Home Sweet Home little pail. And it was black and white. So I was like, awesome, this goes with my theme because my theme is buffalo checker print. And then Dollar Tree, where did I get this from? I think it was Dollar General. I think it looks like a Dollar General sticker at the bottom, so I'm thinking it's Dollar General. And then I got these at my local Dollar Tree. I bought 2 of them, and they're basically a can coaster where you put like Sprite or something in there. So I was like, ooh, these would kind of work with the idea that I'm going for. On top of that, we're going to need obviously our glue gun, some glue sticks, and then I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing yet or what I want to do. I have an idea exactly what I'm going to do. But as far as this stuff, it was just some extra stuff that I might put with it. I'm thinking about taking some of this burlap ribbon just to give it some more of a burlap theme and just putting it around this edge like that. So you can have that little burlap going on. And then I'm going to do that for both of them. And then my goal is kind of to make something like this. So it kind of just sits, let's see. I want the saying to be kind of in the middle, and it's just going to kind of sit nicely. So I'm going to have to make sure it's even. Sit nicely on the stand that I have my DIY tea bar and hot chocolate bar, so that way I can put some little items in it. Now also I was thinking of using this burlap kind of jute cord. I was thinking of making basically kind of like a small baby handle just to give it some accessories and decorating it. So what I'm thinking is I'm not sure if I want to cut a hole in it yet or just glue it like this. I could try to maybe glue it in the which that might not be bad, but like gluing it inside here, but I wasn't sure if it's going to kind of be too much in the middle, but I don't think it will. That might not be too bad. Or I had another idea, that's why I brought some tools with me, or things to kind of cut with, or I also brought this to basically make like a little hole inside this. And I was actually thinking like I'm going to stick it in here, and then once I stick it in there, kind of, do your little knot thing that you see some of the handles have, but I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I'm not sure. I think let's see real quick. I don't know if would that look cute. That actually would not look bad if we were to glue it on the side. But I feel like the inside just might be a little better. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna play with it. But in the meantime, let's get started. So I did bring some scissors to cut my lace, my ribbon. So I'm thinking, guys, let's start with this because I know kind of have an idea where I want to put this, but I just don't know what I want to do with this. So you know what we're going to do? Actually, let's hook this together first. That way that's out of the way, and then we can go from there. So as you can see, the writing is on only one side, so I'm gonna have to make it even so that way the writing is centered. And then you just want to be careful. I think the other one came off already, but sometimes you get these little stickers, so we're gonna take that off. It's a little sticky, but I think we'll be all right. All right. So I'm gonna eye this and kind of see where I want it to be, and then we're going to glue. Now remember, before you glue, you'll want to make sure it's sitting on the table, because if I just go ahead and glue it like this and I put it down on the table, it may sit or it may not sit. So we want to make sure it's going to sit. So let's see. I'm thinking I'm just going to make a little line going down the center and just hook it on. Just kind of, I'm thinking I'm going to line it up with this rim right here and just start gluing down the center. So let's start. So I'm thinking this center is probably about right here. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing. See how the center is, looks a little different on the camera, but I'll show you when it's done. So we're just going to line this with a bunch of glue. Not too much because you don't want the glue to run out. You're just going to put a good amount of glue, just like that. Alright, and now I'm just going to kind of eye it. Be careful, guys, with the tin because it can get hot with that glue. Alright, that looks really good, guys. I really like how it looks. It's not too weird looking. I'm just squeezing around, make sure all that hot glue still, and it still sits pretty nicely. So as you can see, it's kind of sitting nicely. Now it kind of looks off center, but I'm telling you, I'll take a picture, guys, and it looks really nice. So I'm going to add another one. So I'm going to eye this one and add another thing of glue. Let's see, where did I line this up? Right? Remember, make sure it's flat. Hold it still for a minute. fix this one part, guys, because it's coming a little undone. So next, I'm going to add let's try to get these frays off. I'm going to add the buffalo print going around it.
Alright guys, so as you can see, we're going to now start putting on the ribbon, the burlap ribbon. So I started lining the coasters with some hot glue and carefully just adding it. Now looking back on this video as I'm editing, I probably should have just did this probably first. Maybe it probably would have been a little bit more simple, because I had to try to push the ribbon in between the two cups, the little coaster and the tin. So next time, or if you guys are making it, I would suggest maybe trying to put the ribbon on the cups, the little coasters first, and then adding the coasters onto the tin as you go. So we're gonna just continue to go around the coasters, as you can see, and just keep adding a little bit of glue as you're doing it, just kind of making sure that it's straight and even in the direction that you want it to go, so that way it's not kind of crooked. And then you're just gonna keep adding glue as you go. I would suggest that while you're doing this, making sure you have enough glue on hand. That I might have ran out of glue, but actually I didn't. So like you see here, it's a little tricky trying to get that ribbon down in that corner. So I really would suggest next time just doing that part first. That way it doesn't look messy in the corners. But overall, to me, it's fine. It's just going on my T-bar area. But if I was to do this craft again, I for sure would do the ribbons probably first. And then we're going to continue the process. Now you can see what the finished product, or half of the finished product, looks like. And another thing too that I noticed with these, even though I try to maintain them to be like flat and straight, I'm thinking next time too, if I was to ever make this again, maybe just adding like a piece of straight wood at the bottom. That way it kind of sits flat. The coasters tend to keep wiggling and kind of moving around. Now that it's in my T-bar area, it's not too bad. But if you're gonna be moving maybe this around onto your table for like the holidays or something like that, and it's not sitting still, I would suggest to have a little bit more sturdiness at that bottom, like maybe getting one of those paint stirrers, or even a little piece of wood from Dollar Tree. I would suggest maybe more like the kind of like big popsicle sticks, or like the paint stirrers, just because you don't want too much wood at the bottom to throw it off. And then also another thing too is you could always paint those sticks. I know they come in wood color, like the wood grain color, but you can always paint them, or if you just want to add that little rusticness to it and keep it wood, you can. But if I was to do it, I would probably either paint it white or black just to go along with the theme. But now looking back at this as I'm editing, I would really suggest, guys, to maybe put something a little bit more sturdier at that bottom, just to give it a little bit more reinforcement and it doesn't shift as much, especially if you're keeping it still, or like I said, if you're trying to move it around for the holidays, like maybe you want it on the tables or something where, you know, people are going to be touching it constantly, like maybe if you were putting like napkins or something, utensils in there for the holidays, you would probably want a little bit something more sturdier to make sure that those coasters are not falling apart. But I mean, for a cheap DIY, this is not bad. It's cute. I really do like it. You can get different tins, or if you have a Cricut, I really haven't messed with my Cricut too much. I really need to. But if you have a Cricut, you can put cute little sayings, or this would be even a cute DIY for like the holidays. Alright guys, as you can see, this is kind of the mini finished part of the product. We got some more stuff to do, trying to get some of these little cob spider webs off of there. Looking at it right now, I think it's not completely straight, so I'm trying to take it off. Alright, as you can see, it can come off pretty easy, so be careful with it. If you want a little bit more sturdiness, I would suggest maybe not using hot glue. Now looking back at this, maybe using a little bit more sturdy, more type of glue. But I would suggest that it depends. If you mess up, then you know it's stuck on there. But like, for example, mine wasn't completely stuck, so I was able to take it off and reposition it onto my tin cup. So again, now I don't know if I would have had to do that per se when if I would have done the ribbon first, because if I would have done the ribbon first, it might have been a little bit more straighter, but because I kept turning it and trying to get it to get that ribbon inside that corner, it kind of kept making those coasters pop off the tin. So like I said, if I was to redo this, I definitely would do the burlap ribbon first and then put the coasters on afterwards. So as you can see, it was standing pretty still there. I kept pushing it down, just make sure it's flat. But again, like I was saying, maybe a slight piece of wood going straight across probably would have helped it too. And it would have been okay, because they're kind of a little bit uneven, I realized, at the bottom. Not because it wasn't straight, it was straight, but it was just a little uneven. So now we're going to try to put these little handles, just to give it a little bit of juice, like little jazz or something to spice it up. So I'm trying to debate whether if I wanted to put it on the outside, but I'm really thinking that I like the inside look better. So we're just kind of carefully lining this up. I'm trying to see how long I want those handles to dangle, and see if it would look good there. So here we're cutting some off, getting ready to put it on there. And so I was thinking first of putting maybe the knots in there, but then thinking about the knots, it might kind of limit my space in the coaster. So I just decided to just keep it flat, that way it doesn't poke out too much. So I just put some glue at the end, and then we're running out of some glue, so I had to fix it real quick. And then we just stick it in there and press down. Just be careful because the glue is hot. A little bit got on my finger, but be careful. I do have one of those little finger glue protectors that I made. I just didn't get it out. Just be careful with the glue. For sure, the tin does get hot when I put the glue on, when I'm putting the coasters on, so just be careful with that. The tin was really hot when I put that on. So now I'm just kind of adding a little bit of glue as I go to the side, so that way, because the way that little jute cord is, it's really thick and one of those like solid pieces of jute. So I just kind of line it, as you can see, on that corner edge, and then kind of wrapped it around, so that way it kind of still just dangles on the side and it's not like just leaning up. Now you could do as how you want it. If you want it to kind of dangle, you can. I just thought that it's gonna try to keep coming undone, so I just glued it to that corner to give it a more nicer look. So I'm just adding a little bit more. Got all these spider webs everywhere, and I'm just kind of pressing it in there. All these spider webs, guys, they're all over the place. That's one thing I don't like about hot glue. You just get these spider webs everywhere. Just pushing it on there. Another thing I noticed too, as I was doing this craft, is this coaster is not the best material, guys. One thing is, once you do glue it and it stays, it kind of peel. If you try to take it off, because it's foam, it's gonna kind of rip it a little bit. And also getting that glue to stick really was hard. So I would suggest, if maybe next time I was to do this again, I might not use hot glue, even though I do like it. It's fast and easy, but the durability for these coasters, I don't know if it's the right kind of glue. Maybe we could try a different glue next time, or put in the comments, like, if you tried this craft, I would love to see it. You guys can visit me at KraftsByJazzy on Facebook or Instagram. And probably, well, you could do it on Instagram too, but send me a message. I would love to see if you guys try to create something like this. Again, I was saying this will be great for the holidays. I actually was thinking about like for Thanksgiving, this would be a cute little craft if you can find either a tin that already has a saying, or if you have the Cricut and you want to add a little saying. It doesn't have to be black and white, but you can maybe find a different one, maybe more rustic looking, or you could probably even put, I'm giving you guys ideas, but you could probably Mod Podge some cute little napkins for Thanksgiving or the fall onto a tin like that. It doesn't have to have a saying on it, but a blank tin, or like even a like a metal looking tin, not fancy like that, but metal one, and that could be a decoration too. So with this craft, you actually could probably do a lot with, and as you can see, we're just adding the jute on the other side. I don't know if this ribbon is actually called jute, guys. I keep calling it jute. To me, it reminds me of like a big thing of jute. I don't know if it's jute. It might be a different name. But we're just adding the glue like we did the other side. And then just kind of having it hang on the corner, basically. And boy, this glue was struggling to try to stay on. So hopefully it doesn't come off. I might have to find another solution. So far it's been fine on my T-bar. And I'm not planning to do much with it. It's just really decoration, and maybe putting some little straw get things in there, or like spoons or maybe some napkins. I don't know yet. But it's really just to spice up my little tea bar area and give it some more flavor, I guess you could say, or jazz. So I'm just holding this, being careful not to burn myself. And just, again, adding more of that glue there. That ribbon also, I think, was the issue too. It's not really a ribbon, but whatever this is called, jute cord. It just was not trying to stay, guys. I had to keep pushing it and trying to hold it down a little bit. It was giving me some issues. But, I mean, that's what you do as a crafter. You just figure out solutions. Like I said, this was not based off of something I saw online. I just kind of saw it and was like, ooh, that might be a cute idea, and just started thinking, and I was like, that might be cute to put some things in. So I just kind of went off the whim, and really making this, I really was going off the rim. I didn't really have, I had an idea, but not a fully idea of how I wanted to do it. So you're just seeing kind of a live, basically demonstration of how I was doing it. So I'm just trying to get this jute to kind of stay. As you can see, it was just giving me some issues. But overall, I think it's a nice little DIY, quick and easy. I think I paid for the tin, I want to say, I have to look back, but I think it was like $2 or $3. And then you can't beat it. The ribbon, the burlap ribbon, was $1 from Dollar Tree. Sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't, but you could get some from Hobby Lobby. The jute big cord I actually got from Dollar Tree. And then the coasters were from Dollar Tree. So you're looking at about a, let's see, 3, 8, pushing it maybe $9 or $10 with, if you count like glue sticks and stuff like that, kind of DIY. So I mean, quick and easy. And then of course, if you want to add, you know, embellishments like straws or whatever in there, you have to buy, but even those are not that expensive. I'm getting some paper straws for now from Hobby Lobby, which you will see in the picture. So I just keep adding more glue, guys, as it just really wasn't working like I wanted it to. Alright guys, as you can see, this is the final product after putting all that glue. Like I said, this was my first attempt, so I probably will redo it. But overall, I do like it. I think the maybe jute could have been over a little bit more, but hey, it is what it is. I like it. Alright guys, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Tell me how you guys like this, and if you guys do it, send me some.
Hey y'all, it's KraftsByJazzy. Thanks for watching my videos, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and stay tuned to see more of my DIYs, shopping sprees, and more.